What's up, folks? It's your boy MMG Smurf here, coming to you live today, and we're gonna be talking before we play Gods Unchained. For those that don't know, maybe you're just seeing this live, or maybe you're catching this later on. Gods Unchained is a free-to-play NFT game, so it's free to play. As it's stated, it's a play-to-earn game, so you can earn the cards, which are NFTs. Some of the cards are NFTs, some of them are not, but you can earn the cards and card packs, and then you can trade those cards, sell those cards on the marketplace, and that's one way that you can earn. Or you can also earn the Gods token. And for the last few weeks, the Gods token has been out of rotation. You haven't been able to earn it. Previously, you could earn it through the Blessing of the Gods event, but they took that away as they were working on a more long-term solution for being able to earn the token. And so they want us to be able to earn the Gods token 24/7 whenever you play Gods Unchained. But this weekend, they've implemented a change where you'll be able to earn the Gods token again, very similar to the Blessing of the Gods again event, except for this time it's just over the weekend period. So it's a shorter amount of time, but we will be able to earn that Gods Unchained token again. So today I wanted to go through some of the updates with the game and just briefly cover some of the things that they've changed because there's a lot to unpack. And so without any further ado, let's go check it out, shall we? Yeah, let's go check it out. Come on, man, let's go check it out. All right. I want to. Oops, I messed up one thing. Yeah, cool. Nope. There you go. All right, cool. So to get this update, you probably want to be following Gods Unchained on Twitter. It's just Gods Unchained if they have the full name. And then what I'm going to be reading through today is the guide. So this top link right here. Now I want to point out in particular, there was one comment over here that I did respond to, not trying to, trying to help them out, honestly. But they said, requirements to achieve the Gods token are now extreme for the average player now. 20 wins out of 25 is ridiculous. I managed 17 the other weekend and got 0 Gods at Twilight Shadow, which is their ranking. The game is geared to reward pay to earn or pay to win these days. I can't agree with this. I can't agree with the statement because you will earn some if you complete your 25 matches, you will earn some packs, and then you don't need to win 20 matches. And in this new update, which is what they're responding to, maybe they didn't read it, which I'm not surprised if they didn't. No shots at you, guy, but most people just don't read articles. They kind of just look at the link and they're like, but they didn't even specify an amount that you have to play to win. So let's read through some of this stuff and figure out what it is that's happening with Gods Unchained this upcoming weekend. So this weekend, prizes. Oh, and I'll start at the top. To enter, simply queue up in ranked, constructed, and play matches. So you just want to open up, Immutable, be in the rank section, and play your matches. And that's how you get to, enter, to potentially win some Gods tokens and then also some packs. There is no need to sign up, as all mortals play Gods Unchained across the weekend will be entered. Okay, cool. So you don't have to sign up anywhere, no sign up forms or anything like that. One thing that you also want to do, and they do mention this at other portions of that blog article, is that you do want to connect your Ethereum wallet to this. And so you probably want to visit the Gods Unchained website, sign in and connect your wallet to the entire website. This is the actual website, but you need to be signed in and connect your Ethereum MetaMask wallet to this website. If you do not connect your Ethereum MetaMask wallet to the website, there's no way for them to reward you. They use that information to send you the cards to your Immutable X, and they use that information to send you the Gods tokens. They need to use that information to sync up this wallet deserves these many tokens. So if you don't do that and you're complaining afterwards, you gotta read. Cryptocurrency rewards those that are willing to read. Prizes range from core packs, which are traditionally earned by leveling up. So you can earn these core packs as you just level up throughout the game. And you'll see those are usually the ones that are, the border of them is gray. They don't have any special color border. They're not purple or red or golden. They're just gray. To expansion packs. So you can also get the expansion packs. These ones probably will have some color borders in them. Sold in the Gods Unchained store. And so what they're talking about with the store is where is it? If I open... Nope. Market. Yeah, if I went to buy and sell here, that would probably take me there. Buy packs. This is what they're talking about, actually. Because this is going to take me to the actual marketplace, the Star Store, or probably the Immutable X. But here, you can buy those packs that they're talking about, or buy packs. How many wins will you earn in your first 25 games? Oh, so prizes you win are based on 3 things. So this is This is what you really want to key in on. Prizes that you win are based on 3 things. And this is, counter that guy's point that I just pointed out. How many wins you earn in your first 25 games. So not that you have to win 20 out of 25 games or you got whatever. It's how many games that you win out of your first 25 games. That's the first thing. Number 2, your rank before each weekend ranked event begins. And so I am starting off this weekend in Orc Gold. Yes. I intentionally did not play, last night, even though I really wanted to, so that I could keep my Orc Gold rank. And they actually suggest that you do that sometimes with a little notification bar. They're like, yo, don't play within the last 30 minutes or an hour or something like that if you think you might drop rank. And then the third thing, whether you have a wallet linked to your account or not. So I just explained that. Link that wallet to your account. Cool. To qualify these prizes, you must reach your rank that corresponds with the tables and the card packs, and we'll get to the whole table thing. And it's just that at each level, at each rank of this game, there are different rewards as far as the cards that go with it. So I'm going to click this next tab because I've actually kind of queued up what I figure to be the most important sections of this. As a temporary measure, so this is as far as the God's token rewards, because I feel like a lot of people, other than seeing the chart, which you can go back to, click that link and stuff like that. And I'll have it pinned in our YouTube video in the description as well. But as a temporary measure, we will we build out our daily while we build out our daily play to earn. I'm just gonna go read through what I know it is. While they build out the daily play to earn mechanisms, they're implementing this new God's rewards token plan, strategy, what have you. And so if we scroll down this page, you see the card pack prize table. So they're starting with Mythic and this dope dude right here. I think he looks dope. So these are the packs that you would get for winning at the Mythic level. And so if you get 25 wins at the Mythic level, you can expect 3 core, 3 epic packs, 3 legendary packs, 3 expansion packs, 3 expansion epic packs, and 3 expansion legendary packs. You're getting some cards that are worth some dang money, at 25 wins. And you're going to continue to get that, pretty good standing all the way down until about 17, and then it becomes more average, I would say. You need 17 wins to get more of an average situation, but you're still getting, some good, this is just insane at the top. That's you're walking away with probably a few $100s versus around the 17, 15 range, you're walking away with maybe around $50 in cards, I would imagine. And that's for the top rank. That's Mythic. There's Diamond, and you can see what that looks like over here. Obviously not all 3 across the board, and then you're also missing this one area, and then we'll keep going down. Solar Gold. So I'm in the gold range, and I'll probably only get around this many wins or something like that. So I'll get 1, 3, somewhere around here, maybe in this teen range, and I won't get any on this right side, but that's cool. It's all right. It's all right. And I'm gonna leave the rest for you guys to check out on your own. All right, next portion that I think we should cover is this TLDR, which I really don't know what that acronym stands for. But Weekend Rank has been our play and earn front runner in Gods Unchained for a while now, offering players a chance to earn packs through play. But we're also going to experiment with adding God's rewards to the mix while we build our future daily play and earn systems. Woo woo! So all they're trying to say is yes, the weekend earn events where you can get the packs and stuff like that is the main source of income for Gods Unchained players right now, but they're still trying to distribute these Gods tokens. I'm sure they're taking their time because it's tough figuring out a play to earn system that people can't just manipulate. And honestly, if there was less people trying to manipulate the system with bots and things like that, or just I was speaking to a new gamer before, Miss Rosie, and she's talking about I'm playing all these early matches and people just keep leaving and stuff like that. And I'm it might be somebody who just leaving for whatever reason, and there might be some bots that are set up because of the previous settings with the game, where maybe people are just leaving these bots on the server that are just trying to leave the games and complete as many as they can and stuff like that. But people try to manipulate the system, and so without those people, same way with Axie Infinity, the game would be better off. And so they're trying to combat that. So give them some time to make this game that much better. Anyways, into the reading. Card pack rewards. We kind of just covered card pack rewards. I'm not going to go too in depth about that. We've tweaked our initial proposal, keep competition and Mythic rank fierce. We've also ensured everyone gets more access to core packs at lower ranks so they can build more competitive decks, because this is important. Even though the card is not an NFT, if it's a core pack, it's all grayed out. Just having those cards makes your deck more competitive. And you can get those from the Star Store, and they're not always NFTs and stuff like that, but you just gotta, the more that you play the game, the more it's not straight up like a play to earn. It's a play to get better. It's not a pay to get better with Gods Unchained. Like the more that you play and the more active you are in the system, similar to cryptocurrency, the longer you've been playing the game, as you know, the rich like to say, the game, and the more that you're there, the time allocated to playing the game, you're going to see better results than anybody else who just jumps in a bull market or in a bear market and gives up. You know, you're going to see better results from time being in there. So God's rewards, number 2. With Blessing of the Gods coming to an end, we want to ensure players can still get the gods through play. Blessing of the Gods won't be extended as it's exploited by bots, so that's what I just covered. Matchmaking update. So they did a matchmaking update where instead of ranking or playing against people that are much better than you sometimes, you'll play against people that are one rank above or below you if you cannot find somebody of your exact same rank within 60 seconds. And that makes me scratch my head and go, what the heck was it before? Dang, I really was playing some tough ass people. Sometimes I play somebody and they would smack the smurf out of me. And, you know, now it makes sense. But happy to see this change implemented, because that should make a weekend rank that much more bearable. Instead of you getting all the toughest players coming in on the weekend, and since all the best people are coming in, maybe you're playing against some mythic or some people that are way above you, and it's like, I can't beat them. That's what that person was talking about in their tweet again, where they were a little frustrated. These changes will be going live on this weekend, beginning with Weekend Ranked Friday at 4 a.m. So it's already live. Okay, and then let me go to my next tab. So I've queued up a bunch of sections I thought were most important. The main goal behind integrating the God's rewards with Weekend is to acquire those seeking to earn the token to play effectively. So they just want you to be able to play more skillfully. That's the whole goal behind this. And I understand that because Money Match Gaming also set up a play to earn system in our Discord with matchmaking, where, you know, our goal behind people earning our tickets and stuff like that is like, how do we set up a play to earn system that people can't just, you know, drain? You know, how do we keep it skillful? And so we found a way to make it skillful, but like, you know, we also have a game that makes it skillful, Smash Bros. So like, you know, if you're going to play against anybody in Smash Bros, unless they're just throwing the game and they just want to lose all their tickets, which doesn't really make sense, then it's got to be all skillful competition. So I understand what they're going for here. So by trying the rewards or by tying the rewards to the first 25 weekend ranked matches, again, it's tied to the first 25 weekend ranked matches, you can ensure that it's tougher for accounts to earn rewards if they're playing strategically. And so I'm not sure if I probably won't read through it here, but when I did read through this whole thing, it mentioned that, like, you know, kind of like what I was saying before, where if somebody sets up a bot account, they can just have that bot, you know, do like, I used to see war accounts just attack your god for 2 every single turn. Attack your god for 2 every single turn. So it's just like an easy click and go. And they'll beat some accounts. They'll play whatever card and they'll attack your god for 2. And they'll beat a lot of accounts that way. You can just stack your deck with a front line and then attacking the enemy. And eventually, you know, a lot of people are probably going to lose to that. But because people were doing things like that, you got to be able to combat it. And so by only those accounts, while they'll beat a decent amount of people, they're not going to beat everybody, and they're going to get, you know, crushed by most people, right? Most people that are actually competitive. But by doing something like that, you know, it's a numbers game. Like they could, you know, that bot could play 2,000 games in a weekend probably, or something like that, you know, versus the average person that's like, you know, you're gonna get like maybe if you really were, you know, trying hard, 50 something games in, 60 games in, if you were going way over the limit and playing all the time. But the average person is not going to be able to reach that, and 2,000 probably way too high too. But you know, you get the point. So to combat the bots in the numbers game, they've made it where they're only counting the first 25, because then you can do an average of like how good somebody did. Players who win more matches during the weekend ranked event will earn more gods tokens. Given that the competitive difficulty increases as you rise ranks, lower ranks will have access to fewer gods and will need more matches in order to earn rewards. So if you're lower ranked, you need to earn, you know, do better. If you're a higher rank, a mythic, then you don't need to win as many matches to get as many gods tokens, because you're playing against the highest level of competition in Gods Unchained. That's not to say that, you know, a lower rank needs to get, like that person was saying, 20. They didn't mention any amount. And when we get to this next section, they're going to detail that a little bit more. And I'll just read through this portion real quick. Reducing access to our token for lower ranks has 2 benefits. Firstly, it encourages players to improve their skills in Gods Unchained so that they can be competitive at higher ranks. So yes, like kind of like with the bot idea, you have to be able to build that deck up. And it's not to say that they won't get core cards. They're going to get more core cards So while they're not getting the gods tokens, they're getting more core cards to improve their decks so that, come back out and do better. And then better weekend, which is also what Match Gaming has our ticket system. I'm like, it's so funny. Like, if we had more funding, we'd be up there. Better weekend rank rewards and access to more gods is a strong incentive for players to be as competitive as possible. The other advantage of removing access to gods at a lower rank is that it significantly reduces the ability for bots to generate reliable revenue. So more stuff that I already said. All right. I want to show this little chart at the top before I go scroll down a little bit. This is the gods pool allocation. And you have to click on the gods rewards little golden button when you're reading the article to get to this whole page or tab. But this is just to show that, like, as more players or less players join the weekend rank, they will allocate different amounts of gods tokens to all the players. And everybody will not be getting an even amounts of gods tokens like they were before. It's really dependent on the number of players and how well you do in your individual matches. So cool. This approach allows more consistency when it comes to the number of gods being rewarded to players each week. If the pool was static, the number of gods per player would decrease if more players participated, and increase if less players participated. So cool. Keep in mind, this is our first attempt at changes of this nature, and they are not set in stone. Just gonna leave it at that. Leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Get mad if you're mad. As with the Blessing of the Gods event, whatever percentage of the total wins earned by all players that play has earned over the weekend event will represent their cut of the total Gods reward pool available that weekend. So it depends on how many wins you get. God's reward for the weekend rank. So this is how it's calculated. And so I mentioned that to the person in the tweet. I don't have that tweet up anymore. But I mentioned that to the person in this tweet where they're like, I have to win 20 matches out of 25. That's unobtainable. I'm like, that's not what they said. What they said is God's reward for weekend ranked equals your points, aka how many matches you win. You get points for your matches won, divided by total points of all participating players. So everybody else's points, how everybody else does. So if everybody's doing horrible, this is like when you'd have a test in school and the whole class failed that test. And the teacher was like, dang, I can't fail all of them. We're going to put this on a scale. We're going to do like an inverted, we're going to whoever did the best in the class, that's now an A. And everybody else going to fall in line with that. And that's how this is doing it. This is like, if you did the best, if the best that came out this weekend was 22 wins, that is now an A. And if the worst that came out was 1 win, that is obviously an F, But that's how it's being situated in some regard. And then times, so your match is 1, aka your points, divided by everybody else's points, times the God's reward pool. And we saw that in the section above. I had it in the other tab. Wherever the heck I had that. You guys saw this thing. Times that. And that's how you will determine how many points or how many God's tokens you get. As for claiming or whatever allocation of God's tokens you receive, the process will be quite similar. Once the allocation has been completed on our end, any gods can be claimed from the claims page. So if you've never seen that claims page, again, your wallet needs to be connected. Connect that wallet before you play any weekend ranked events and stuff like that. Don't be doing it afterwards. But it'll be in this tab right here. Right now it just says about, and I think that's because I'm not signed in. But should I have been signed in, it not only will say about, it also say claim. And you push the claim tab, and there you go. You're there. And so I'll push it here so you guys see what it looks like. Maybe they'll ask me to log in. Nope. Actually, I'm like, I feel like I am logged in. See, about and then claim. And this is what it looks like. And if you scroll to the bottom, usually there's like one more section. Yeah. Cool. All right. So you need that stuff to be able to claim. When I love that crypto community uses that. Since play to earn is fundamentally part of Gods Unchained, we want to ensure that players can earn God's token again as soon as possible. As a result, we are targeting our next weekend ranked event to include the first iteration of our new God's reward system kicking off Friday, February 4th. We will be keeping a close eye. I'm like, maybe this is older. But yeah, that's the update. That's what I wanted to cover. Share with everybody. I'm like, I feel like that's supposed to be not February, but like March. Who knows? People have been making that mistake lately. When did this come out? Let's make sure. I mean, it says February 3rd. It says February 3rd, though. But yeah, that's the update. That's the whole update. For anybody that's new to Gods Unchained, that's how you earn. That's your potential to earn. And for anybody who's been playing for a while and you're like, how is it really working? Hopefully that's explained some things to you. With that said, I'm going to end today's recording. We're going to play some Gods Unchained and have ourselves a merry little weekend. Good hunting, everybody.